Welcome back, my lovelies. You're watching FabuLex. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. And if you're already subscribed, welcome back. And if you are new, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, y'all. Give a little love. Let me know. Start off, I'm using my Milani face primer, and I'm just going to apply that all over my face just to get all set and ready. It's actually kind of got like a light mint smell. It's really pleasant, actually. And using my NYX pencil eyeliner, I'm going to outline the shape that I want for this look. I didn't really have a specific, shape that I wanted. I just kind of drew over my face. I don't know, just kind of improvised. You can do whatever you want. It's all about, making it yours and doing what you want. Made it bigger if I wanted, smaller if I wanted, just kind of whatever. And now once you've got what you want, go on and fill it in. I'm taking some Ben Nye face base cream. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but whatever. Wrapper in the house. Base face, base face. Walk into the room, base face. Anyway, enough of that. So I went ahead and just dabbed all over the inside areas of the lines that I drew. Just gonna make it nice and opaque. And I did use the same base cream for another look I did and learned not to smear it on my face because it just doesn't stay. But if you pat it, then it works a lot better and it's a little bit more opaque. So definitely dab with this product. And yeah, I hadn't looked up the entire time applying it in that first round of putting it on. So then I looked up at the camera and I was like, ah, what the hell? Ghost face up in here. All right. So this palette by NYX Cosmetics called My Sculpted Face has a white translucent powder that I took with my NYX Cosmetics contour brush and then went ahead and set both sections of the white cream. I just didn't want it to move. And then I went ahead and took my finger and, well, I guess a little bit of my finger and my brush and applied a white eyeshadow just to make it a little bit more white and opaque. I think at first I was using the brush, then I decided just to use my finger, just a little bit more precise and a little bit faster. I was like, alright, we're gonna get this done, get this set, because I want to start outlining, firing. Y'all watch me, dear? So I went ahead and took a makeup wipe and just cleaned up the edges, made them nice and sharp, and then I'll just go ahead and add in some foundation afterwards. Okay, well not right at this moment, but in a little bit I'll be putting on some foundation. First, we gotta get our stripes on. So I'm using my Maybelline Black Gel Liner and my angled Kings Lake liner brush. I'll just begin outlining just different random type of stripes everywhere. I did have a reference picture of just multiple zebra type of looks because there are different type of zebra stripes and patterns. They do kind of have a weird pattern that they all kind of follow in some way or another. And I didn't know that, but they all have different pattern stripes. They all have stripes, but they're different patterns. So I kind of used a collection of different types of stripes just so I could figure out where I wanted it on my face because I didn't want just a bunch of random lines everywhere. I kind of wanted to have a little bit of like shape to it around my face, kind of complement some of my features, but also still look a little zebra-esque. And my liner was actually kind of drying out a little bit, so it doesn't look like it, but I was actually trying a little bit harder than I needed to get my lines a little bit darker and even show up and not drag and move the white product around. So then I switched over to my NYX black eyeshadow base and I filled it in with that instead. I've wanted to do this tutorial for a while now, so I'm really happy that I finally did it because I was trying to figure out how I wanted it to look in the end, what the final product would be, but most of the looks I have are in my head, so I don't know how they're actually going to work out until I actually try it. Thankfully, this worked out in the end and looked pretty legit, so I was pretty happy with the results. I did decide to do a head wrap for the first time. I had never done one before, and I had seen a bunch from some new friends I have on Facebook. Hello, hello. And I got inspired, and I was like, I'm going to try this, but I'm going to have to research on YouTube how to do that. So it wasn't very hard. So if anybody wants to know how I did that, let me know in the comment section. Now, as y'all know, I'm one of those people that loves to work with what I've got because usually I'm pretty broke and I don't really have a whole lot to work with. So when it comes to this black liner, obviously it'd probably go a lot faster if I had a, black face paint. Unfortunately, I do not have that. However, If you do, good on you, mate. Go ahead and use that because it's a lot faster than this gel liner, I'll tell you that right now. But this just goes to show that you can create anything you want with what you got in your little bag. Any makeup bag, any kind of makeup box, any kind of makeup package. Hell, you could use some black lipstick and it'd still be flawless. Alright, to set this puppy, I'm using my Urban Decay dual-ended eyeshadow brush, and I'm using some black eyeshadow. Any black eyeshadow will do. I'm using my Morphe 35B palette, some black eyeshadow out of that. I'm just going to set all over that black liner. I also used it to clean up the edges as well because the liner was, you know, a little bit draggish and choppy in some spots because I was just mostly outlining and kind of shadowing where I wanted the end results to be for the black. So I just went over that and set it and made it a little bit darker and more opaque. Just kind of like how I did the white. Okay, draggish isn't a word, I meant streaky. I couldn't figure out what the hell to say. But you know, get those stripes to be all kinds of dark and sassy. They're great! Okay, that's the wrong species, but you get the drift. Okay, I'll stop. Moving on. I'm using my Wet n Wild gel liner pencil, and I'm gonna line the bottom lash line and the top. And then I'm gonna take my Urban Decay brush that I set my stripes with, and I'll just blend out and smudge out all around my eye. Just make it nice and smoky, basically. Now, when I zoomed into one of the pictures, one of the zebras actually had a natural cat eye design around its eye, and I thought that was just absolutely fantastic. I was like, yes ma'am, with the cat eye. So I used my Revlon Colorstay eyeliner and created just that nice sultry cat-like figure around my eye. And okay, now that we have finished one side of the zebra look, we're gonna move on to the other side, and you know the drill, same thing, but I did just use my NYX eyeshadow black base for this instead of using the Maybelline Eyestudio. Since it was so dry, I was like, ain't nobody got time for that. No. So you know, outline what you want, and then set it with black eyeshadow. There are no rules to this look, that's why I love it. So this side of the stripes was actually a little bit impromptu. I didn't have exactly a design in my head. I was just like, please let this look like zebra stripes by the time I'm done with this, Lord baby child. Let it look like zebra stripes. Thankfully it did so. There was no worries, but again, no, make it yours. There's no right or wrong. Alright, let's move on up and clean up our messes. I'm using my Photo Ready Airbrush Effects by Revlon. It's Colorstay as well. I'm in the color Caramel, or Caramel. Potato. I'll just put that in all the areas that I didn't put the zebra makeup, basically. I guess that's pretty self-explanatory. That's okay. I'll go ahead and set it with my L'Oreal Paris True Match Foundation. I don't know what the color is for this because the back of it was gone a long time ago. I have no clue where it is, so sorry y'all. If I can find the shade, I will let you know. Next, I'm taking my Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay. This is in the color medium beige. Actually, no. It is in the color medium dark. I'll give my skin a little bit of a highlight here and there where you can see it. And I'll go ahead and blend that out with my damp Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. This is probably my favorite sponge to use at the moment. I have a couple other sponges. I don't know. I think they were just kind of like miscellaneous sponges that I got when I first was looking for one. But I don't remember what the brand was. I think I just grabbed them. But this one that I'm using right now is definitely Real Techniques. Back in with my Sculpted Face Palette. I'm going to contour out my cheekbones just a little bit, and my forehead, and my chin and jawline just a little bit with my contour brush by Real Techniques. Just gave a little depth to the face, a little bit of a nose contour too, snuck that in. Now back in again with that same palette. I'm actually using these two darkest browns in the palette as eyeshadow. I'm using the lightest one as a transition color using my Morphe 441 brush. I'll love to use this in the crease and use it also as a blending brush in the crease area. And I'll actually wing out this color just a little bit. Build up the color slightly. For my wing liner today, I'm using my Femme Couture white eyeliner liquid pencil. This is the first time I ever used a white eyeliner, and I actually thought it was really cool looking on my skin tone. It looked pretty poppin'. However, this product in particular by Femme Couture probably was not my favorite or the best choice because it was just not pigmented, or even really didn't even really come out. So I was actually kind of disappointed in that for my first liquid liner being white and not having it be the expectations that I was hoping for. But it was drugstore, so who cares? It's a thing. You get what you pay for. Alright, now I rented and now I'm behind. So you can see I put on some mascara and then limed my waterline with that NYX white eyeliner pencil. And of course we highlighted to the gods with the Becca Cosmetics Moonstone highlighter. And the pièce de résistance, of course, is my NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the color Alien. I will be doing a 12 liquid suede matte lipstick swatch and demo video pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. And I will also have some bonus colors snuck in there as well to demo just for y'all. The home stretch was complete, and this is the final result of the zebra makeup tutorial. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you liked this video and enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more from me. Join my glam fam, keep me updated, and of course stay beautiful inside and out. Much love.